About to get in that first workout today. First leg day using the compact leg spread. The compact leg press from Force USA. It's about to be on and cracking, y'all. It's about to be real. So, let's get it on. Okay, so what you guys are getting ready to witness right here is me for the very first time using the machine. So what you're going to see is me playing with my foot positioning, just trying to get the feel right, trying to get the angles right, and making a few adjustments. Then after this, I'm going to tell you a little bit of information about it and some of just the process of getting it to the door. Then you're going to hear me actually explain some other details, talk about some more stuff, and you'll see then what will be another workout with me actually going through it, having been familiar with the equipment. So if you need to sit down and watch this maybe in 2 installments, go ahead and do that. But the point of this is that this is the first in the garage gym / home gym series in which I go through, review, detail, and tell the story behind each piece of equipment. Some pieces of equipment have a more unique story than others. Some are more straightforward than others. But I want to let you guys see what I have. And also, if you're thinking about getting it, be a resource and a guide for you so that you have somebody you can look to like I did when I needed to get some of this equipment, or when I was unable to find certain things. I want you to be able to find it. So first impressions, this machine is smooth. I mean, it is unreal smooth. You put it together, the parts are heavy. They have like the lighter parts in one box, heavier parts in the other box. And let me tell you, some of these parts are heavy, but when you put it together, it's sturdy. That's it right there. Y'all saw me, I just used it. Whew. The compact leg press from Force USA. The story behind this one right here. And y'all see, I didn't put on the Olympic sleeves so I can use my 1-inch plates. Yes, these are 75s, and I'm just warming up. But I only did 15 reps. I'm going to do 20 for each set. I just didn't want you guys waiting and watching too long. But I got it for my birthday, paying for it, right? So I actually, paying for it, man. It ended up after taxes. I got it on sale. After taxes, it came to like $1,100. Got it. Yeah, because the trucking is all messed up. It's shipped to me. Got to me a little late, but it still came at a reasonable time. R&L Couriers, definitely. We're communicating. I did set up an appointment via text because there's like an automatic text that goes out. They said sometimes it goes out before they have the item. So they called me to let me know the day of that, hey, we don't have it. I ended up calling and asking. They didn't express to me the issue with the text until I actually called, because I wanted to know if I could set up a delivery without a signature. Now, R&L Carriers, they require a signature. If you are not going to be there, you need to tell them, and they'll send you an email, and you sign it saying they could just leave it. Luckily, my wife was home. But yeah, it was my birthday. I was in Walmart. I went on and I bought it. Hey, you know, that tax check hit me luckily early. It was my birthday. I said we can make it work, make it do what it do. I had the budget set up so things could get paid for. And I got it, pretty much. It was an item that I kind of wanted before, but I thought I couldn't use it because I only have standard 1-inch plates. I did some further investigation, and I learned that the PowerTech variant or version, the newer one, you can buy 1-inch plate holders to put on, to use it with weight horns to put on it. And I learned that the Force USA one, you can use a 1-inch plates. I was on Facebook Marketplace and somebody was selling one, and they had 1-inch plates. But unlike me, they were using all 25s. You know, I got 75s, I got 50s. I don't need no 100s. That's a little bit too much, but you can buy them too in the standard size to put on there. And I was like, wait, hold on. Reached out on actually YouTube, just comment on a random Steve Richards video. He got right back to me, and actually instantly, I was 3 minutes late replying to him. He got to me instantly and said, yes, you can use 1-inch plates on here. Just don't attach the optional Olympic sleeves that come with it. And I'll show you the Olympic sleeves. This is some good stuff. Like TDS comes with the metal ones. These are like, I don't know if they're like aluminum or whatever, but they're not plastic. And you tighten them on with an Allen key, you'll be straight. They're not going to slide off. They're not going to crack like the plastic ones that come with some other things. So they're good to go. So thanks for watching this video. Comment, like. I was going to say, so subscribe. Remember back in the day, you used to say rate. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, finish this workout, get these quads right. How you want that? I hear back and cool. We in here. I'm listening currently to the Garage Gym Experience podcast. Yep, the Garage Gym Experience podcast. Let me see if I can capture this for you. Today, the one with curls and squat rack. Hope you guys can see that. Check them out. Now, y'all know the home gym community is one that's been underground for years, but COVID, with people getting home gyms, selling home gym equipment, working on home gyms, building them, talking about it, making videos about building home gyms, what's in their home gyms, right? Really brought this to light. So it's pretty cool. If you have a home gym, definitely start watching those channels. And that's it. Today, I'm going to be actually, and I'm redoing the video because the first one kind of sucked. It was like 2 weeks ago. First off, in my appearance is a little shocking to some of you. Filmed the video a little over a week ago. Today's the 22nd, so the video was a week and a day ago. It was filmed. It would explain everything, well, not everything, but everything, because it was one take. Obviously, when you see it, you'll know why. And yeah, but today we're going to talk about the Force USA compact leg press. I told you guys I got this home gym series. This is episode 1. I'm going to tell you the story behind everything. I'm going to tell you how I like it, basically. And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the pre-workout. And while I'm sipping on it, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the story. All right. So with the Force USA compact leg press, you get a set of these either for the 2-inch Olympic plates or the standard 1-inch. And you get these adapters, 2 of these. This is like metal, bro. It's not no plastic. I have like 1,000 pounds now worth of, actually a little bit more, standard 1-inch plates. If you want a story on that, that's coming in another video, pretty much, because there's a story about all those plates. And yeah, so for me, it was important to be able to get an item that took those plates. I'm just playing with you guys. But nah, that's true though. It was important for me to be able to get an item that took those plates. And so I did. But I had to ask. So I went to YouTube, left a comment on Stevie Richards' video because there's no more direct messaging on YouTube. And he told me that pretty much what to do. That yeah, you could use the standard 1-inch plates. In the meantime, I had emailed a rep from the company who replied and told me like, oh yeah, but due to a design flaw, it was slide out. So Richards got back to me and they missed me typing that email, and it was fast. I checked him like, dude, 3 minutes. Like he replied fast as heck. So thank you, because after he left that comment, I was like, well, I know he bought it, put it together, and all that, because I watched his videos. Great channel. So I went set up the paying for and bought it. Pretty much. And this was on my birthday actually, and I got the It's funny because it was my birthday and a check for the tax refund came in. Like it came in. It only took me a week to get it, but it was funny because I got all my stuff late, like the day or two after they were supposed to have everything already sent to everybody, like by law, I guess. And it's the first time that's ever happened. Usually we file first day, and it takes almost a month. So that was great. And so I just went and ordered it in the middle, standing in the middle of Walmart. So that's part of the story, right? So that was good. And yeah, I didn't get to reply to the email, I think, until later or like the next day. But it was cool. It was cool. And obviously when I got it, putting it together, I saw where he was saying it would slide. But once it was together, I didn't have that issue at all. So if you're debating getting it because you use 1-inch plates, you're cool, man. And my 1-inch plates range from 2.5 up to 75 pounds. There's no point in going heavier than that for me, because I'm like moving that many and I have more than enough. I can throw another 50 or something. But yeah. And for y'all who didn't know, they made like up to like 100-pound standard 1-inch plates. Yeah, a lot of places you don't really see them now because most people use 2-inch Olympic plates. But every once in a while you'll see them, not even secondhand, like in the store. They definitely have at least up to 50s. Some people will get like 50s because you usually have different increments with the Olympic plates that go up to 45. So they'll get up to 50. They may not necessarily get 75, but there's a few 75s out there. I was going to grab some more 75s, but somebody already took them, and it wasn't my payday, and I don't need them. So it was like, there's other stuff to pay for. So if they're still here, I'll get them, but I'm not going to hurt myself buying something I don't need. But that's beyond the point. So I got it. It took a month to get to me because of the whole trucking situation. But sometimes now it's about standing up for yourself. It's about standing up for others. So I get that, appreciate that. And honestly, I mean, I get it, because you don't want, if they can tell you have to get vaccinated or your livelihood's threatened, then what are they going to do next, right? So it's like the Patriot Act. That started with, now everything we do is to protect us against terrorism. Oh, we're going to record you on your camera to protect you against terrorism. We're going to record all your conversations to protect you against terrorism. We're going to put our hands up your butt to protect you against terrorism, right? So, I mean, you start there and people kind of get, first time they kind of get it, and then they gradually add more and more to it. And what it is just societal grooming. They're going to societally groom you. And while they're doing it, they're going to start screwing you. And then you're going to be getting butt raped every day of your life. And you're just going to be taking it. You're not even going to think you can say no. You know what's going to happen? We're going to be the next country in a history book where they're talking about some Mao, Joseph Stalin, Mussolini type stuff, right? People don't think it could happen here, but it could happen. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because people would trip when they're not supposed to trip. So when there's a time to trip, they definitely tripping. So the government knows that if we're going to create a situation in which tripping is a viable option, we better be careful. And sometimes you need people that will just sound off for any reason, even though it makes no sense. And you may complain about it, but on the low, it's like, hey, I'm glad you did that, because they know not to give you a real reason. Right? And that's good. So I got my stuff late, basically. And I'll tell you more about my experience with RL carriers and my RL carrier review. But they got me right. I said, they told me what to do to set it up without signature, because I wasn't going to be here. And I just came home on my lunch break to grab it. My wife was here, though. She saw the driver, gave him a wave. The driver was probably like, oh, crap, this girl's kind of small. How's she going to lift this heavy package, right? And I told him, she does the best she can do, sir. I'm just joking. I wasn't there. But so he brought it up on the porch. Thank you, because you're not supposed to do that. But you blessed me, because that was heavy as heck. And I didn't have to worry about it being on the sidewalk, because I was supposed to come right on my break, but I decided to do something. And every time I decide to do something right before, that's when the thing I'm waiting for happens. So in life, when you're waiting for your breakthrough, just wait for the breakthrough. Don't leave. like when Saul decided to do the sacrifice and all that, he gets done and Samuel shows up right after. Like, that's pretty much it, right? Like, be patient. But anyways, so bless us there. It was heavy. Took it down to the basement. I brought it in the house. Now I took it down to the basement, because I was busy and it was heavy, so I couldn't just take it real fast. I wasn't sure I wasn't going to die taking it down. But, yep, I had to buy more plates. I got like 635 pounds more worth of plates to take to the basement, because the weight limit of the machine is like 635 pounds. So I got that to take it down to the basement, because it's not safe to transport weights back and forth from the basement. Left them in the basement. And yeah, I have other stuff in the basement that you'll see. Now, the compact leg press is more like a linear hack. So you're going to see it. And I'm going to be doing my review as far as putting it together, the unboxing and all that, as I'm showing you me actually using it. But the thing is that it's not the newest thing I got. So, well, the latest thing I ordered. So I ordered something that came like 3 days from Florida, as far as not messing around. So in the meantime, so I got two things, right? But I'm going to review everything one by one, tell you the story one by one. The reason why I'm talking in the kitchen and I'm not right now using it while I'm talking to you guys is because it's in the basement, low ceilings, it's not really finished. It's kind of dirty, to be honest, because like I guess they put the house together and left it like that. But I don't really have anywhere to put my phone. So, and there's not really too many angles I could get. So I don't want to make it too boring in that regard. But for you who've been listening to me talk for like 10 minutes, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this footage. And yeah, and if you have any comments down below, if you skipped ahead, why'd you skip ahead? You missed the story. Come on. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information, and some of it was information I had given you already, but just so you guys are familiar kind of what comes with the leg press machine, as well as like the process in which it comes. So if you don't mind having it delivered onto the curb, well, that's cool, because that's how they're going to bring it. Depending on where you live, that may be fine. If you don't mind having them just deliver it without a signature, they are more than able to do that. If you want to be home, though, I recommend you just get the signature. They'll call you, let you know when they're coming. You don't have to worry about it. Luckily, my wife was home. She was able to get that handled for me, even though they were kind enough to actually, you know, be nice, right? So I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but they did put it on the porch, even though that's not what they're supposed to do. They're not obligated to do that, but every once in a while you get a nice driver and they'll do that. But again, some of the stuff is heavy. The last thing I have, which I'm going to also tell you guys about, which is the first item that I had delivered from R&L Carriers, was way heavier. They didn't actually bring it on a porch or nothing, but they did help me get it into position so that I could take it in the house. Okay, speaking of wives, that's my wife right there, just giving me a little update. Okay, so what you guys are probably noticing, and you probably noticed already, when I'm doing these, I like to try to go as far down as possible. I'm going to give you a little preview. There's little slots where you can adjust the depth. Some reviews on this machine are similar ones. The person that's using it does not actually go deep, which has led people to believe that you can't get a full range of motion on this version of the compact leg sled or leg press versus like the PowerTech version. That's not true. And this is a smooth piece of machinery. Like I said before, it has a block where you can do calf raises. So what I do, which if you ever saw any of my other leg training footage, is that's me making some faces. This is me actually showing you now. So I superset the leg press with calf raises. So this is me showing you kind of so you figure out how compact it really is. It's in my basement. My basement has very low ceilings. I can't stand up. Designed in the United States of America, even though you see a lot of Force USA stuff, ironically, in Australia. Me just showing you that it's Force USA and the quality of the padding, which is very high quality. That's the adjustment knob I was telling you about. Now, my basement's unfinished. That's why you see all this dirt on there. I mean, this is me just showing you how many adjustments there are. You can also adjust the seat. You can also pull the lever for it to lock. Now, unlike the Titan Fitness version, there is not a spring in the lock lever, because a lot of people struggle to put that on, and I was hoping that this wouldn't have something like that and be a lot more straightforward, and it is. This is me showing you how low the ceiling is in relation to this. This thing is very compact, pretty much. You can have it almost anywhere in your house. If you saw the review, well, the setup of the LAC 300, which is my leg extension machine / leg curl machine / back extension machine / abdominal crunch machine, which will also be on here, it takes up pretty much the same amount of space. So it's a great machine, compact, like they said. It's more like a hack squat, obviously. More like a what's the name of it? Linear hack squat. That's what it's like. More of a linear hack squat, which is the name of the Titan Fitness version. PowerTech, they have a version. I was originally looking at PowerTech version, but because I have 1-inch plates, even though PowerTech now offers 1-inch standard size pegs that you can buy, by the time I did all of that, it would have made the machine the same cost, same price. So because PowerTech was a little bit less. So I said, you know what? I would just go ahead and buy the Force USA version. You know, I could get in contact with people who are able to tell me more about it. I've seen it more in action, and I'm not impartial to which one I get. So I went with Force USA. Don't regret it. If you're thinking about it, get it. Because you can use, like I said, standard 1-inch plates work just fine. You don't have to buy anything extra. But if you do like PowerTech on their newer models of equipment, you have that option, which if I had that option, I probably would have gotten some more PowerTech pieces, but I did not because I don't have Olympic plates. So here you go. You see me going deep. Really hitting those quads. Specifically on this, I feel it more in the outer quads, but that's just because how I squat. How have I been using this? I've been using this on my non-spinal loaded days. So I have days where I load the spine, days where I don't, and that's just because I have my own issues as far as like some disc herniations and stuff like that. And you know, that's just from all kinds of other stuff. So feels good, feels nice. Glad I got it. Would I purchase it again? For sure. And yeah, happy birthday to me, right? Later on the channel, I have another leg press machine that was a Christmas gift from my wife. So we got leg equipment here, and I'm going to do an abbreviated full tour kind of my home setup. So you'll see what I have. That way, you know what to keep a lookout for on the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. If there's anything you want to know about specifically or see, or know if I have it, and when that video may be coming out, definitely go ahead and ask. And if you need help trying to find certain pieces of equipment, if you want to know a good place to get certain pieces of equipment, this journey has taken me all over the place. I may be able to help you find certain things and streamline that search for you. Facebook Marketplace is actually a great place to go too. I've seen one of these for half the price on there that I got it. I bought this one, a few things I bought new, but they just weren't selling it close enough to me. So that's about it. As you guys can see, I'm like hunched over because it's so low down here. So that's what I was trying to tell you guys. I'll give you a little preview, right? So these two items are Valor Fitness. They'll be on a later episode or installment or upload, God willing, the home gym series. Can't really get too good at angles down here, but hopefully you're able to see how smooth the machine is and how you can adjust it. Some people, when they talk about the full range of motion, I noticed in the reviews online, they actually have it set to do a full range of motion. I do. The only thing is, since I superset my leg presses and stuff, like I said, it's more like a linear hack, but all those movements I superset them with calf raises. I use the calf block, and the calf block kind of gets in the way of optimal feet positioning. I could take it off. It's removable. That's on me. But I like it. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is the first installment. Hopefully you listen to the voiceover, and in the voiceover I explain everything I want. Hopefully I'll figure out a way to get you guys better angles on this thing, but you can look it up. It's one thing that I got. I ain't gonna put prices unless somebody asks. Prices are so variable and so changing. PowerTech has a version, but you have to, if you have one in place, you have to buy the adapters to put on there, which they make for all their stuff now, which is cool. But when you get done doing all of that, it's the same amount. Even though I got it on sale, because taxes and all that, hey, they get online, they charge, in my state, they charge sales tax. I wish they didn't, but they do when you buy stuff online. Thanks for watching. Have on that.